Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. We got Steve in here. I'm gonna put his link in the description, and the title. That's what I was supposed to say. Title. Go over, click the subscribe button. I see the content you're doing. Like we can get into that at another time, but like all the time I see you live. So big up to you for the constant, grinding.
Football
Um,
content, yeah.
100%. We're going to here obviously to talk about the Real Madrid game, Bayern 2, Real Madrid 2, and basically just get your thoughts on it. Before we do though, smash the thumbs up, people, comment, subscribe. Obviously, make sure to go and subscribe to Steve. And without further ado, mate, the floor is yours.
Yeah, just to kick in the balls, because I thought we might have been able to sneak it, because we were talking a little bit before the game started, and you said 2-1 Bayern, I said 1-1, and it kind of played out like the 2-1, and I was like, damn, we might have been right, yo. And I was like, I was excited, but I just felt like Real Madrid. Look, these guys don't lose. They've lost 2 games in all competitions this year, both to Atletico Madrid away in the cup and the league. So that's ultimately why I went for a draw. I figured that, like, okay, we've got home advantage, so we can get something out of it. But I don't pick Real Madrid to lose games in La Liga or the champs or anything. And that's problem number one going into the second leg, because obviously we have to somehow – the best route is extra time and penalties, and not many teams can get there at the Bernabeu to penalty. Like, so that's problem number one. But regarding tonight, man, like, yeah, again, just a kick in the nuts that like a late, really bad mistake from Kim Min-jae kind of cost us that. But nah, we didn't play that bad. I was a bit surprised that we actually kind of put in like a decent performance, especially from what we've been seeing the whole year. And it was even better than the Frankfurt performance. And so obviously you got to add some context that it's a Bundesliga game, that we aren't, they're not fighting for anything in that. And stakes are obviously higher, bigger caliber opponent and all that. But yeah, overall, man, just disappointed. But ultimately I did say a draw, so I'm not too surprised. Just a lot of conflicting emotions, bro. That's what it is, really. So
Yeah. No, I 100% feel you on that as well, because it's like I thought we were going to get smashed. Obviously, we spoke and I said that Bayern would win. I never like to go against Bayern. If people do, I understand why, because of how bad we've been. But like, it's just thinking we're going to get smashed is one thing, and then you go into the game and we actually could have won that game. So it's just like the whole of my energy has just been taken out of my body. If that makes any sense. So. What do you make on the Kim Min-jae mistakes? Because that's what people are going to talk about. Obviously, Vinny takes it straight away. He takes him down, gets the penalty. Vinny scores again. So, what do you make of the mistakes?
I mean, he's been making. I felt like the first half of the season he just wasn't making those kind of mistakes. I feel like with a lot of the team as well, these mistakes are creeping into it as the season goes deeper and deeper and deeper. So I feel like that's definitely part of it. Obviously, Kim's got to take some responsibility there. I don't think he needs to be that tight to Vinny Jr. there, but at the same time, I can't really be too crazy critical about it, because, like, yeah, you can't give the guy space, and you can't get too close. That's Vinny Jr. That is one of the best players in the world, top 3 easily. So, like, I can't. It's a tricky situation. He just did what he did. But yeah, it's a really bad mistake, untimely, definitely. And yeah, overall he wasn't really that good. That left hand side definitely dealt with a lot of problems, that particularly in the second half as well. So yeah, it was a bad mistake. It definitely was a bad mistake. Not his best showing, but hopefully under a different coach we can see the Napoli Kim Min-jae. There are a lot of things stylistically different between how he played at Napoli versus at Bayern München, different league as well, expectations. So, but yeah, it was a poor display, definitely tonight for the most part, and that mistake just kind of was the cherry on top, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I agree with you without a doubt. It's like it's typical because it's like he makes those two mistakes, which people are going to talk about because that is what cost us the game, no matter if you like it or not. But I actually think he was solid. Other than that, like other than those two mistakes, he was actually solid for someone that hasn't been playing. And Tuchel.
He was eager to impress. I do feel like he was doing a lot tonight, and that's what happens when you have a player on the bench for a long time. Like if Sacha Boey just appeared out of thin air and played tonight, and he made some mistakes. I know the kind of player Sacha Boey is. He always likes to put you notice him in games, whether that's for better or for worse, because he's trying to impress. And I feel like the same can apply with Kim. It's just this season isn't last season for him on a personal level, where he's winning Scudettos with Napoli and stuff. So I feel like that's definitely a part. He's just a bit too eager to rush out and maybe not try a bit too much, just doing a bit too much. Felt like he got definitely dragged out of position a little bit. Some nice recovery tackles here and there, but yeah, I feel for the guy. I feel for him definitely, but yeah, he definitely has to improve. But at least we did see him play good games at Bayern first half of the season. I remember he saved Bacon multiple times. Champs are in the Bundesliga, so yeah, it's a rough one for sure.
Yeah, no, most definitely, mate. It is a rough one, and it's the hate he's gonna get in itself is horrible, and it's gonna be stupid because you know what stupid people are like. You know what I mean? They just me and you we're cool, calm, collected. We can see you made the mistake. Fair enough. We go again. These other people, they're idiots. They don't see it like that. So, I hope he does lift his head up and this doesn't destroy his season completely because we are going to need him in the next game. I don't want to play Upa. Nowhere near. I don't want to play Upa. How bad he's been. So, any final thoughts on the game that you want to mention?
Yeah, I mean, overall, like I wasn't too huge on the 11. I thought I wanted to see something a bit different. I understand why Muller is in there for the experience and whatnot, but I didn't really notice him too much in that first half. I want to see someone like a Mathijs Tel get a chance. I wanted him to maybe not start, but I was surprised he didn't, come off the bench at any time, to be honest, because I love him on that left-hand side. Defensively, he would work his ass off as well, because there were times when Real Madrid had a lot of possession, were testing us really well. Mathijs Tel would be able to do that defensive work. The other thing that I note, and I have to note the whole damn season, is Tuchel not putting Sané in his informed wing position. Sometimes he plays brilliantly for a stretch of games on the left, and then he's all of a sudden moved to the right, whether it's injuries or it's not. And then it throws off his mojo. Same thing with on the opposite side, like the left wing for Sané in this game. He had the first chance, it was a bit of a tight angle. He tried to do his best. The second one, though, he could have scored that near post. He really could have with the chance in the first half. So I felt like, all right, fair play. Tuchel moved him to the right, immediately rewarded with the goal early in the first half. But I feel like now I need to see Sané play right wing. I need to see him play right wing because he had a decent 45, scored a crucial goal as well. I need to see him play on the right from now on. I don't want to see him going back to the left. Put someone else there. You have Mathijs Tel on the left. You could put a Guerrero there if you really want. That was the one thing I noticed. And then I guess Pavlovic as well. I wanted him in the 11. I guess maybe he's not fully match fit yet. I don't know, but we all saw why LA Fitness Goretzka, he got hooked at halftime for a reason, because we all knew that was going to fucking happen. Like, it's one thing to do it against the Arsenal midfield, but it's a whole nother thing to do it against Valverde, Cruz, and Bellingham and Tchouaméni. It's a whole different conversation, So that's the one thing where it's like, again, I get it. He's experienced and whatnot, but like, this is about quality now. This is about quality. Eric Dyer and stuff like that. Like, okay, he had a decent game today, but like, I don't trust that guy with going to the Bernabeu, because the quality shows. The quality will eventually show. It's like at Newcastle with Dan Burn. Some good games. He has some good games. Don't get me wrong, but when you're coming up against the higher quality opponents, you need to have higher quality players to cope with those other high quality players, your opposition. So it's one of those. But yeah, Neuer made a really, really good save. Second half, that direct, I think 2 minutes later we scored. So that was a big, big, big moment in the game for me. He made that save on, I believe it was Vinny, where he was diving to the left and he slapped it. So that was a big turning point in the game. Took the lead, but yeah, overall just disappointed, bro. But not surprised. Kind of the whole season of Bayern München, to be honest. So
100. I can't, like, how am I supposed to disagree with what you're saying, because you are literally spot on. It's just depleting, really. It really is. I was about to say man of the match, but it's a 2-2, so don't even say that. Thank you for coming on. I say that as my AirPods have died. Thanks, AirPods. But yeah, big up to everyone. Make sure to go and subscribe to Steve, people. Literally grinding all the time. Don't think I'm just trying to big him up. Generally, go and look for yourself. It's in the title. Go and subscribe. Make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Mia Samia. Peace out, people.